This time on Joyful Trails, back by popular demand. It's my son Paul David and his GF, Lauren. And you are invited to tag along as we ride bikes around a college football stadium, eat some world-famous barbecue, introduce Lauren to Buc-ee's, and try our best to pay our final respects to Coach Nick Saban. We're back in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Joyful Trails is straight ahead. Well, hey, Lauren.
Hi.
You're back.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, before we bring PD out, we call him PD. His name is Paul David. PD is short for Paul David. Before we bring him out, on this particular trip, on the way to Tuscaloosa, we got to stop at Buc-ee's, and it was your first ever visit to a Buc-ee's. I want to hear what you thought about it.
It was huge, first of all. I was not expecting it to be that large. There were so many things to look at. It was giving Quick Trip with Hobby Lobby kind of thing.
That's a good description. That's a good way. It's insane, right?
Yeah.
The number of gas pumps alone.
Oh yeah, probably like 50 or 60.
Did you go in a restroom?
Yeah.
The size of the restrooms. I mean, it's like being at a sports stadium or something.
Yeah, and the line was even longer, like at sports stadium. Did you notice that in the bathroom there were like pictures of cow butts?
If I did notice that, I had forgotten it, thankfully.
They were all over the walls in the women's bathroom.
What?
Like art of cow behinds.
Very interesting. I mean, who had the idea for Buc-ee's? I think it started in Texas, and they say that everything's bigger in Texas, so I guess that makes sense.
Blitz, Bama, Blitz.
So I'm trying a brand new thing that I've never had at Buc-ee's before. A red velvet whoopie pie. Shut up! Shut your mouth! Okay, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna take a bite. I got to. That lady said, I asked her which I should get, the chocolate, the birthday cake, or the red velvet. And she said, we sell so many of the red velvet. Let's see. I can highly recommend the red velvet whoopie pies from Buc-ee's. So before he comes out here, I've got a question for you regarding Paul David.
Okay.
The boy has, he's kind of obsessed with the Alabama football team, the Crimson Tide. He's a little obsessed with the Atlanta Braves, and he's kind of obsessed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you make of your boyfriend's sports allegiances, his sports obsession, if you will? You ever thought about it? What do you think about it? Do y'all talk about it? I mean, what?
I think it's a little ridiculous.
A little ridiculous, she says. Well, maybe y'all can talk about that more later. I don't really want to delve any further into your personal life, but...
Yeah.
Well, turns out PD also is a big fan of riding bikes. Here is a photo of my son Paul David on a bike ride with me at Fripp Island, South Carolina over 23 years ago. We've been riding bikes a long time, y'all. And here he is today. PD, what were you thinking when that picture was taken?
I don't think I was thinking anything except I want food or I want to sleep.
Like your helmet. That was quite a interesting helmet you had on there.
It's probably the first and last time I wore a helmet, so
Okay.
I can already see the angry comments.
Yep. Speaking of which, we're going to do a quick segment of responding to comments later on in this video, so stick around for that. But enough about Braves and Steelers and Buc-ee's. We've got a college campus to ride. It's the University of Alabama. Wonder if we'll bump into Coach Saban.
We stand by the fire, your tiny hand in mine. You're 5 feet off the ground. You rest on my shoulder. The stars convey the light, so fragile in the night. In this moment, forever be. In this moment, forever be. The night fades like a whispered song as time rushes on. Oh, it won't be long, fading now into a memory, a picture on the wall, a moment frozen not to fall. In this moment, forever be. In this moment, forever be.
So we were in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to ride the Tuscaloosa Riverwalk. We made a video about that. And if you missed that one, you definitely should check it out. I will link to it in the description box below, as they say here on YouTube. But PD, did you know that Tuscaloosa was a town before Alabama was a state?
No, I did not know that.
In 1817, Alabama became a territory. And on December 13th, 1819, the territorial legislature incorporated the town of Tuscaloosa one day before Congress admitted Alabama to the Union as a state. Famous people who have lived or still live in Tuscaloosa include Javier Arenas, former Alabama player and NFL cornerback, return specialist for the Atlanta Falcons. Also, John Stallworth, born in Tuscaloosa, played football for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You remember, as a Steelers fan, you remember John Stallworth, right?
Well, I don't remember him, but I've been able to watch some of his games from the 70s on YouTube.
You've learned about him. He played in 6 AFC championships and 4 Super Bowls. I think they won all 4.
Yeah, he was a legend.
Finally, Coach Paul Bear Bryant lived and died in Tuscaloosa, iconic Alabama head football coach, and also in the College Football Hall of Fame. Stick around for our visit to Dreamland Bar-B-Que. But first, speaking of Coach Bryant, there's another Alabama football coach who won, let's say, more than his share of titles and just retired from coaching football in January. Coach Nick Saban.
I still get sad thinking about it.
Yeah, you and I cheered him on many times at the Walk of Champions before football games. And let me just say this, whatever you think of his demeanor or his personality, the guy, in addition to knowing a lot about football, the guy was just one of the greatest organizational leaders on planet Earth. I don't think that's an exaggeration.
No, he was so great that we would wait 2 hours outside the stadium just to have him walk by us.
So we had the idea before this trip to Tuscaloosa of just trying to look him up and pay our final respects, to say thank you in person.
Yeah, in a not creepy way, we were trying to find him.
Did we find Coach Saban? Were we able to pay our final respects? It's our quest to say thank you to the GOAT. Stick around to find out if we were successful. And stick around for a really entertaining and I hope amusing installment of Responding to Comments. You guys had a lot to say when PD and Lauren were on the show last time, and so we're going to take a look at some of those comments. So while in the City of Champions, we decided we just had to visit a famous restaurant, famous especially to Alabama fans, right, PD?
That's right.
What was it?
Dreamland Bar-B-Que.
In the original old school location.
Yep, it's a little hole in the wall where every inch is covered in something Alabama related.
Yeah. We had actually been there before, so we knew what we were in for.
And what we were in for was delicious chicken and barbecue.
So, PD, according to the Dreamland website, and they actually have a website.
Wow.
Can you believe it? It all started with a dream, and it was in that dream that God visited John Big Daddy Bishop and told him to open a restaurant. Mr. Bishop obliged and opened the original Dreamland in Tuscaloosa, Alabama in 1958. How about that?
Wow, so we were eating at God's restaurant.
That's right.
That I didn't know about. And it's also the only time I would feel comfortable buying a beverage from somebody who calls himself Big Daddy.
So what do John Big Daddy Bishop and Joseph, the father of Jesus, have in common?
What is that?
They were both visited by the Lord in a dream,
No.
right?
Yeah. One was told to start a restaurant.
And one was told to get married.
And the food is heavenly.
Responding to comments.
Friend of the channel, Chris Hoffman 9923 said, enjoyed PB and GF and the overall good feel of this video.
PBGF, peanut butter girlfriend. I think that's what that means.
Amanda Blissnost said, loved seeing this town. My dad's a big Alabama fan, and y'all are a hoot.
Well, roll tide, Amanda. And Amanda's dad.
Jane Muir 3546 said, love the Steelers sweatshirt. The youngins are fun. Bring them back often. And Lauren, we caught the debit card comment. Wise young lady.
Thank you.
Financially responsible.
Sometimes.
Robert Yingling 2150 said, since he's wearing a Steelers sweatshirt, you need to do some trails in Pittsburgh. Lol.
I'd be down.
Yeah, that would be fun. Then we can go see the Pirates or the Steelers, whatever. Then go get a sandwich with fries in the middle at Permane Brothers.
Kevin Severson and his Vislas 8287 said, that there is daughter-in-law material.
Ooh. What do you think about Kevin's comment?
Thanks. How does he know what daughter-in-law material is?
Maybe he's a father who has a daughter-in-law. I don't know, just guessing.
Friend of the channel, Lee Gandy's Droid, said that was a lot of fun. By the way, even though I already am a subscriber, I punched the button anyway, like a boss, but that unsubscribed me, so I had to do it twice. Peace.
Thank you for listening to me.
You know what to do.
How about you do it this time?
Okay. Punch it in the face like a boss. Is that right?
Put your fist in the camera and not almost accidentally punch the camera and not me.
All right. Punch it in the face. All right, wait, what's the whole line?
You gotta give more emphasis to the like a boss.
Okay.
Wait.
Like a boss.
All right, one last time. Punch the like button in the face like a boss. Like that?
Yeah.
And finally, friend of the channel, Pedro Fernandez 8729 said, "Your son and Lauren rock."
I agree with Pedro. You know what? Vote for Pedro.
This has been Responding to Comments.
Don't forget about our quest to say a final heartfelt goodbye to Coach Nick Saban, and also a lunchtime visit to Rama Jama's right across the street from the football stadium. But first, PD, it just so happens that while we were in Tuscaloosa, Alabama was in the Final Four in basketball, something that I don't think had ever happened before.
Yeah.
And so we had been riding bikes all day, and we were tired, and you were taking a shower, and while you were in the shower, your Uncle Tim called and said, "Guess what? I think they're showing the game live on a big video board, big scoreboard at the basketball coliseum, and it's just free and open to any Alabama fans that want to show up."
And 5 minutes away from where we were staying.
So what did you say?
I said we gotta go.
Hey, PD.
Yeah.
Where we going?
Going to the Alabama Crimson Tide basketball stadium. Coleman Coliseum. Roll Tide!
So Alabama ended up not winning that game, but you know what? We felt like winners anyway,
Yeah.
just for having had the experience, right? Mm-hmm. We still need to find Coach Saban and tell him thanks for all the memories. Thanks for all the good times. But first, on a Sunday afternoon, it was lunchtime, we were riding bikes, and we happened to see Rama Jama's. Now, you and I, having attended games there in Tuscaloosa, usually on game day, you know, we have wanted to go there, but there was always a line way down the street, and there was no way you could get in. And so today it was our lucky day. It was time to go to Rama Jama's.
We finally reached the promised land of Alabama food. Roll Tide, roll.
Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
And not just the food. Oh my gosh, the memorabilia. So now we can finally say we've been to Rama Jama's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sadly, Coach Saban was not in town. We were not able to personally tell him thanks and pay our final respects, but we found another way to do it. You want to explain what we did and why?
Yes, well, we went to the local Publix and we purchased some Little Debbie cakes because if you're an Alabama fan, you know that Nick Saban starts his day every day with 2 oatmeal cream pies. So we thought that that was the most fitting tribute that we could bring to the statue was oatmeal cream pies to lay at the feet of Nick Saban.
So, PD, I hope that you and Lauren enjoyed our visit to T-Town. You certainly had been there before, but this was a unique time to just kind of explore the campus without a lot of people there. I mean, on a game day, it's crazy. So we were able to kind of just ride our bikes around and check it out. We enjoyed the Riverwalk. Again, you need to watch that video. But I found photographic proof that you have been an Alabama fan for a very long time. Look at this. This was a picture taken of you watching your first Alabama game. What was going through your mind at that particular moment?
What was going through my mind was can't let Florida back into this thing. We got to call more blitzes, I think.
I looked it up. Our coach was Gary Dubose.
Never heard of him, so that's a bad sign.
Florida's coach was Steve Spurrier.
Wow.
It was the SEC championship game. And apparently you were good luck for the team because we won 34-7.
Wow. So, I mean, if you think about it, I'm probably the reason why Nick Saban won all those games.
I don't think I'd go that far. In fact, I need to move out of the way because lightning could strike any moment. All right, quickly, before we say goodbye for this edition of Joyful Trails, just off the top of your head, I want you to give a star rating to Dreamland Bar-B-Que.
5, easy.
What is your star rating for Buc-ee's?
For Buc-ee's, I like Buc-ee's, but let's go with a 4.
A 4 for Buc-ee's. All right. And last but not least, star rating to Rama Jama.
You know what? 10. 10 out of 5.
10 out of 5. I don't think math works that way, but okay.
I want to know, can you name 5 Alabama players? Do you think you could do it?
I can name 1.
Only 1?
You should have set the bar at 1. Here, ask me again
Right.
so I look smart.
All right. Can you name 2 Alabama players? Come on.
How about Tua?
Yeah, that's 1.
That was supposed to be a pun.
Here's my question to you. Can you name 1 Alabama player?
Tua.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Does this light bother you at all?
No, I think I actually look really good in this lighting.
Is it because I'm wearing glasses?
Yeah, it's because you're blind. Come here. Yeah, I look really good in this lighting. That's why I cannot stop staring at myself.
Put that in the outtakes.
Well, you know, the last YouTube video that's got posted of us, like, I took a screenshot of myself every time I looked cute.
I remember.
It was a lot.